Hi, this is Hasan. I've got a question to you. Are you looking for a job? Are you a job seeker? Then be sure in your job interview you will be asked some very important and common questions. And if you have a good answer of those questions, then you would have a job. Otherwise, it is very tough. And most of the job seekers, they are not able to give the proper answer in their interview board. So here I'm going to give you some good ideas how to give the proper response in your interview questions. The very first question you will be asked in your job interview, that is called, tell me something about yourself or describe yourself. So most of the job seekers, they make kind of problems, or they become very nervous to answer their first question. But be very confident. This is very first advice for you. Be very confident and natural to give you answer, because this is the questions that will help you, or that will give you the job what you are looking for. So as you are going to ask very first question, that is called tell me yourself or describe yourself. So be very confident, and first you can start telling your name. So first start by telling your name. What's your name? And then you can share your educational background. Suppose your name is, as I told you, my name is Hasan. Then what's your education you have? Then later on you can talk about something, your place or hometown. Understand? So first you can start your name, then education, then your hometown, where are you from. Then you can talk about your family background, how many members are there and what are they doing. And at the last you may say your job experience if you have. If you don't have any kind of job experience, then share some kind of thesis or assignment or projects what you have done in your academic calendar at your university. So just try to make sure that sequencements first start your name, then education, give your place or hometown, where do you live, and family, and the last job experience. So please try to maintain this sequence when you are asked a question, tell me something about yourself. Got it? And next, there is another very common question you will be asked in your job interview board. That is called, what is your strength? Because the employer always just try to look for some kind of strength what you have for their organization or company. So this is very common questions in interview board would ask, that is your strength what you have. So when you will be asked this type of questions, just try to focus and be very positive to give this question answer. There is a sample answer what you can have. First you can talk about your honesty or hardworking, self-motivated, fast decision making, flexibility. But you don't need to talk about everything. So you can just focus 2 or 3 options or from these steps. You can just you may talk that you are kind of honest person and flexible at work. So what you can make sure that you can have 2 or 3 attributes or characteristics from this, from 5 or 6 options, and be very positive when you are talking about the strengths what you have. So if you show some kind of fear or scaring, so it would be very tough to make sure this question answer. So when you will be asked question, what is your strength, that just focus that you are really strong enough, you know something, and you have that much courage, and you can do for them. Understand? And another question you will be asked, that is called, what is your weakness? As first question that was, what is your strength? Immediately they might ask you another question that is called, what is your weakness? So be very straightforward here as well as, and try to focus what you have as weakness. Never lie. because it is kind of things that focus yourself like a loser. So try to focus what you have or what you haven't. So in order to give your weakness, you need to share something. Don't show every time that you know everything or you are very perfect. It is a very wrong decision. What you need to do, you need to share something where you are not very smart or well trained. For an example, there are some options. You might choose 2 or 3 options for yourself. For an example, you are very sensitive, or you talk much with people, or you are very much straightforward. Some people are really very straightforward to others, or you take decision very quickly, you think not much, or you trust people also very quickly, you're very friendly. That might be another problem or weakness, and you can't say no. Yeah, really, it's a great weakness. Not everyone, some people have got that problem much, that is, they can't say people no. And lastly, you can say that you get nervous. You can't face people when you stand before audiences, when you talk to someone superior to you, you get nervous yourself. So as it is weakness, just be very clear or very sure what you have, what you haven't. If you just try to make sure that yes, you have some problems and you can able to solve that problem in a very short time, then organization feel confident about you, they can even hire you. Do you understand? Well, that's great. And another very common question that is asked in interview board, that is called, why do you want to work at our company? From company side, they will ask you this question. It is must, that why do you want to work with them? So here you need to be very specific. So before going any organization to give an interview, please, you need to study about this company. So here we do have 2 options for you. The first is tell them what you like about the company. So if you want to show your liking about the company, it means you need to study about the companies, the history, the owners and their goals. So if you can study their history, if you know about something, if you focus that what you like about your career goal, there is good relation, so it would be easy for them and they would consider that you already know something about their company, so it is very positive. Moreover, you can say that it is related to long-term career goals. Suppose what you are planning about your future and what company provides, there is good relation. So it would be very, very, very positive if you can show them what you have, what you liking, and there is a great similarities about the company's long-term goal. So if you ask this question, be very positive. So before going anywhere to give any interview, you need to study about that organization well. If you can, this is very positive and you may have a job as well as. And the very next question you might be asked, that is called, why should I hire you? This is, it's really kind of common question. Everywhere, every company or organization, they ask these questions to their job seeker or candidates. That is, why should I hire you, or why would I hire you? So what would you answer? Do you have your answer? Are you ready with your answer? If you are not, then see, we have some kind of point or steps you can include in your answer. First, that is, share your knowledge. What do you have? What do you know? What do you stand? So if you can focus your knowledge to them, as well as you have work experience, if you have your work experience, so it would be quite relevant with their company. It's really very positive, and you have some skills, and that skills goes with that job, so you can show you have skills or you're experienced. And then lastly, also you can share your career goal, what you're planning, and the company has got the same plan. So if you can maintain that sequence and focus what you have and what the company is looking for, then it would be really a great answer. So please study this point and parts before going any kind of interview. If you can make sure, I'm pretty sure you would have that job. Do you agree with me? I think you do as well as. Next, you can be asked another very common question in your interview board, that is called, why do you want to change a job? It happens especially with the experienced service holder who are already involved in a job. When they just try to change their job, they will be asked this question in their interview board, that why do you want to change your job? Yes, now you need to be very focused, and you need to share what you have, what you actually know about your previous experience. But first, what you can do, explain what you learned from your past experience. You are kind of experienced person, so what you have learned from your previous experience, you can share those things, as well as you must thank to your previous organization. Some people do a kind of mistake. They say the lots of negative about their previous organization. Be careful. If you do so, then there is no chance that the new organization will accept you. Even they will be scared about you, and the next time you would again tell something about negative for those as well as for them as well as. So never actually focus something negative of your previous organization. Moreover, you can share some reasons why you want to change your job. And if there is any related to your career goals, that you can highlight that points. For an example, you have some reasons. It might be kind of your expectation, or as well as you do have a long-term career goal. So you can focus your goal that yes, you can do better in this organization. You may have more opportunities to do better. So these are kind of things you can share. But always be very positive and very smart to share this question answer. And finally, I would say there is another very common a question that you are asked in interview board, that is called, what are your salary expectation or requirement? This is kind of very tricky question. But if you are a fresher, please never talk about salary if you're a fresher. But if you're experienced one, if you have job experience, then you might talk about your expected salary, what you want and what do you look for. But if you're a fresher, you would say that is the company rules and regulation, what is you can respect their rules and regulation, what the company will offer you, you are ready to accept that. So as you're a fresher, you can negotiate with your salary range. So these are kind of questions usually asked in interview board. And what I believe that is, if you have very standard organization, or if you are ready about the questions what you will be asked in your job interview board, I strongly believe you must have that job. But first, be very confident about your interview. You have to make sure all the questions what you are asked, and make sure that yes, you know the answer and you're very ready, you are really looking for this job, and this is the job, it belongs to you. Okay, thank you very much for being with us. If you need some kind of sample answer of these questions, that is you can search our Facebook page. That is called English Patshala. There are some questions answer of these questions as a sample answer. So you can practice on these questions. You just change your information as per your needs or as per your requirements. So thank you very much for being with us. Goodbye.